Hey everybody, Sean Johnson here, Nerd Dad Extraordinaire, accountant and all that, coming back at you with another WGU accounting video. For this quick video, I'm going to be talking about the first OA for D105, Intermediate Accounting 3, that covers units 2 through 4. I literally just passed the OA like not even 10 minutes ago, so I figured I'd quickly make a video and shoot it out to you guys. First impressions, it's the same complaint that I have with all of the other intermediate courses. I feel like they test you on, this much, and you learn this much, and it's kind of like split up between all the little bits that it could be. So, it only took me 30 minutes to get past the OA, and the Excel portion of it was exactly the same, just with different numbers. So if you figure out what you did wrong with your PA, you will scorch the Excel portion. Like I got 100% on the Excel portion. Here, I'll just show you guys. Okay, there it is in all its glory. So I scored exemplary on the OA as a total. Like I said, I got 100% on the revenue recognition. I scored exemplary on investments, which I thought was interesting because I did not do so good on the PA on that. And then accounting for income taxes, I got competent, but I think I was just one question away from being exemplary. The way that I came at the class was the same as I've done with all the intermediate classes so far, which is I read the book, did all the videos, made sure all the quizzes and the unit tests had good scores, took the PA, studied off the PA, took the OA. Oh, something I forgot and was kind of interesting was that this was the first course that I ever failed the PA. Let's just pull that up here. Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. In my shame. So like I said, I didn't do super great on investments before, but it looks like I scored about the same on taxes. But anyway, I bombed the Excel portion, which was the revenue recognition portion. And the reason why was because I had a misunderstanding of what the questions were asking. So, you go through all these accounting courses and you learn through all of it, like, oh, don't use the direct method, use the allowance method when writing off bad debt, even in contract situations. But the questions basically says that you have a contract and that you will grant an allowance if this contract doesn't go the way that it's supposed to go. And so it says, oh, you will grant $350 of allowance. But it wants you to use the direct method. So you debit allowance expense and you credit accounts receivable. Which, by the way, in real life is not how it works. In real life, you would already have an allowance account set up. And then once you know something becomes bad debt, you throw it against the allowance. We do that all the time at work. But it wanted you to do the direct method for some reason. Don't know why. And then there was a confusion about the presentation of the financial statements. For some reason, I got it twisted with where the allowance is supposed to go and where cost of goods is supposed to go. And anyway, all that to say is I jacked it up pretty bad and had to do a retake. And I took the retake. It was like the next day. And of course, like all the questions were exactly the same. There was no difference. So I got 100% because they're all the same. But yeah, so far with this, exact same complaints as I had with the first two intermediate courses, which is that they test you on such a small portion of what you actually learn. It's so dense. There's so much material. And then they test you on very small parts of the text. Overall, I didn't think it was all that hard. I thought it was interesting. I liked the investments part because I'm starting to kind of get more into the investment stuff at work. So it's kind of interesting to see that. Accounting for income taxes doesn't affect me at all because I work for a nonprofit organization. So, yeah, it won't affect me at all. And then revenue recognition, I didn't really know about the contract method where you essentially analyze everything as if it's a contract. I did find that interesting. All in all, the first half of this course is not particularly difficult. The only parts I really had a struggle with at first was the income taxes part, only because I had a hard time grasping the idea of like a deferred asset and a deferred liability for taxes. But once you get that nailed down, it's pretty straightforward. I moved my camera over here instead of like directly on because I got tired of not being able to see my own eyeballs. Let me know if you like that or hate that. Anyway, that's all this Nerd Dad Extraordinaire has for you today. It's pretty straightforward. Read through the book, take the quizzes, take the PA, take the OA, and you'll do just fine. Yeah, not all that difficult. I have the latter half of this course and then auditing, and then I am donezo with the bachelor's degree. So I'm looking forward to that. As always, if you have any questions, I'm happy to help however I can. You can leave them down in the comment section down below. And that's it. This Nerd Dad Extraordinaire is out of here.